Hey guys, it's Lord here, back in another review. Today we're having a look at Marvel Legends Hulkwave Build-A-Figure Gladiator Hulk. Yeah, Hulkwave, Gladiator Hulkwave. I'll probably just call it Gladiator Hulkwave because this is not just a regular Hulk figure. I guess we'll just jump right into it. I like it, but it's not my favorite. I'll tell you why. His weapons here are ridiculously huge. This thing is gonna welt like crap if you have him holding it down here. Up here, probably not. But this is a hammer. This is a mallet if I've ever seen one, and it's big enough for me to use. So, or almost. And this is a little axe. I kind of prefer this. Wish it was a little bigger to coincide with the hammer, but oh well. Beggars can't be choosers. And then his armor is actually all removable, sort of. You can take his helmet off. Let's get a look at that. It's got some of that white paint on it. And if you wanted to, you can go and remove that, if you so choose, to make a comic book-esque version. And then the shoulder piece just slides right off. You just gotta move his arm up a little bit. You can slide that right off. And then his sandals also slide off. They are a little tricky though, so I'm going to do it behind camera. There is one. Quick glimpse of that. And then the other one. Like I said, it is kind of tricky to get it off. You almost need the strength of the Hulk to pull the thing off. But once you get it going, it will come off. And there's the other side. And here's your Hulk. I don't know if this comes off. I would imagine if you heated something up, you could just slide it right off. But it's not coming off as it is. This is glued. This is glued. Or this. And the hands do come off, so if you wanted to heat it up and pop them out, you could do so. And then the loincloth piece, you know, you could probably heat them up at the hips and pop the hips off because they are on the ball joints, I believe, and then you could probably slide this right off. I've gotten it close, but due to the fact that the hips go out, it's not coming off all the way. But now we'll talk about his articulation. His head will rotate. His hair is a separate piece, so you don't got to worry about any paint rub there. His head will look up about that far, down about that far. Diaphragm joint is back about that far, forward about that far. It also rotates and has a little bit of a tilt going on. Shoulders will move out. I think it's about the same on both sides. And then we'll rotate a full 360. Biceps swivel, single joint at the elbow. So, you know, almost 90. This side a little bit more hindered because you got that there. Wrists will swivel as well as hinge. Then the waist will rotate. Hips pop off. Mine's left leg just comes off really easy, and I wonder if there's like flash or something that's keeping it from locking into place. Maybe that little bit there, but it does snap, so they do move out a decent amount though, about that far. And they move forward, back, thigh swivel, double joint at the knee, which you can actually utilize because this is soft enough. And then he has a hinge at the foot with a rocker joint. Nothing at the shin. But now, putting his armor back on, we're just going to start with the sandals, because they're the harder of the 4 pieces to attach. And I'm just going to talk about the figure. Now, I think it would be cool if you could take off all the armor, but unfortunately that is not the case. And I will say the sandals, much easier to put on than they are to take off. So if you want a regular Hulk, I suggest just wait until they make one, because again, this is a Build-A-Figure, kind of expensive right now. And yeah, you'll be spending a pretty penny on it, I guarantee you that. And then his shoulder piece here slides right over all of this. And then you've got this piece here that pegs in up here. You want to make sure this shoulder pad is in front of it so it actually stays in. Again, some difficulty lining to peg up with the hole, just because of how this thing is. It is a soft, pliable material, but once you get it, the shoulder pad helps keep it somewhat secure, like so. And then last but not least, you got his helmet, which was right on his head. I wish his helmet was a little tighter, but oh well. Now, size comparison. Actually, I need to grab him. So I was an idiot, and I left him up here. Here he is next to Gladiator Thor. As you can see, he dwarfs him. Obviously, he's the Hulk. But yeah, so I'd say that's decent scale. But yeah, for the most part, I really do like this guy. And here's a little trick. You can actually slide the smaller axe into this little strap dealy here. And just shift it into place, and you got a nice tight fit. Let me just rotate it all the way around. And no breakage issues or anything with that. Personally, I would recommend you just peg this in after you have this where it needs to be. And then what I like to do is I like to take the hammer and put it in his right arm here. Just like so. Is it just me, or is this hammer like weighing him down? Like he wants to lean that way because it's so huge. But overall, I do really like this figure. I do think it's got its flaws. It's not perfect, but I do like it. So I am going to give him a 9 out of 10 and suggest if you're a fan of the movie, pick this guy up. So that being said, yeah, I think it's weighing him down. His diaphragm joint's not tight enough. But oh well. 9 out of 10 for this guy. Well, that being said, again, my favorites of the wave: Ares, Lady Thor, and Hela. Even though she has her problems, I don't have a Hela. I have a Thor. I have a Loki. I don't really need a gay Thor either. But yeah, that's it. So that being said again, hope you enjoyed this review, and until next time, I will catch you guys later. Hulk smash with hammer. Thought that was Thor's thing. Oh well.